Sam from Road Trail Run here. Let's talk about the adidas Terrex 2 BOA. So this is a trail shoe, of course. It features a Lightstrike midsole. We've tried that in the SL20 road shoe. So it's a firmer, more responsive midsole. And of course here we have the BOA system, which is includes these very, very thin, soft laces and the BOA dial. The laces themselves are a blend of polyester and dynamia, which is used for sailing ropes. So they're super soft, much softer than, for example, what you would see in a Solomon quick lace. The upper is super rugged. The toe box is roomy here. They sent me an 8.5. That's my usual size. I noticed that the European sizing on the label is 42. Usually 41.5 is what I see for an 8.5 US. The fit is very generous. I'm going to take them out here on a run and a hike. You have lots of very sturdy overlays on both sides, so there should be good support. I am noticing the heel collar, which has a kind of firmer, thinner material, not super padded, a bit loose, and that may have something to do with that really stout heel counter. Now, let me give you a quick demonstration of how the BOA works. So it's real simple. You push in on the dial, it's already pushed in, and you push it in, and then you crank down on the laces. So it's super easy to get on. To release it, you just pull up like that. Let me do it again. It's super fun. I find I wore gloves the other day walking around, and it was very easy to manipulate. Actually, somewhat easier than the Atlas Runs dial on the snowshoes we tested earlier. As far as the outsole, looks like it's about 3.5 to 4 millimeter. All Continental rubber here, a kind of a solid slab right out of the box. They are quite stiff, so we'll have to see how that works. You can see the lugs are more directional. They angle back here, angle forward up front. So we're going to take them out for a run and a hike now, and we'll tell you how they go. So that in terms of weight, they come in at 11.3 ounces or 320 grams in a US 9. In terms of stack height, and they conveniently show it right on the shoe, it's 24 millimeters forefoot, 30 millimeters heel. I think this black layer is a little softer than the Lightstrike. So we're going to take them out and we'll tell you what the story is. Okay, so we're up on top of PC Hill. I'm going to show you how the BOA works here. So I'm in. So all I have to do is pull, and I'm out. Put them back on. Just slip in, very nice. Push down on the dial and turn. So what this also means is that on the run, you can adjust as well. So I tightened up a bit on the climb here. So in terms of the fit, this is my wider foot, fits perfectly at true to size, 42, so a bit big, an 8.5, so 42. I'm wearing a little bit thicker sock. Over here on my right, which is narrower, it's a little bit of slip. What I noticed coming up is there's a lot of cushion and stability here. The black layer seems to really play a role. There's some steep sections on this little climb, and there was plenty of grip, plenty of stability on the uphill. And I'm surprised the Lightstrike, which is kind of a firmer foam, in conjunction with the Continental rubber outsole, which is softer than, say, Mega Grip, is providing a nice cushioned ride here, plenty of stability, and some nice pop on the road. They actually felt quite good. Okay, second trip of the day over PC Hill. In the morning, we went over the backside. It was kind of muddy and snowy. Here you can see the view, beautiful, of the Wasatch and the trail coming up. So it's about 475 feet in 0.8 miles, so a decent little climb. Everything worked really well. I found the grip super nice, and you can see we got some flex. The characteristic Adidas forward flex, didn't have that before. So on the climb, they climbed really well. The rock protection was solid. There's no plate here, but I don't think one is needed with the plentiful 24 millimeter forefoot, 30 millimeter heel. That black layer definitely provides some extra cushion, some cush. I think you could definitely consider using this shoe for an ultra if that's what you want to do. It's certainly also a very nice for hiking, I think. So it's a good all-arounder. As far as the outsole, that Continental rubber is a bit softer than, say, Mega Grip. It adds to the cushion. The grip was excellent this morning on the mud. And you can see it's all cleaned off now. And it was good on snow as well. The BOA system, excellent. No bite of the thin laces over the tongue, which you'll see here in a second is really quite thin. Very easy to adjust. I didn't change the dial at all on the way up or down. You can see that thick tongue. So you can see the padding and the overlays here. There's a lot of rugged midfoot support. I wish for a bit more or a bit less volume at the heel, maybe a bit more padding around the collars, because I am at my true to size, 8.5, but they mark at 42, so it's a bit big, and I was wearing those heavier hiking socks. I felt the dial and the BOA system, and those thin laces helped me really well. I didn't have to adjust once, either up or down. The cushioning is very forgiving, but has quite a bit of pop and response. Again, that black softer layer in the front I think is really helping things along, and it's a nice fluid ride. So we'll have our full multi-tester review. Actually, it'll be Jeff Valeri and I real soon of the Adidas Terrex 2